This is crazy. Okay. Hello, friends. Hopefully, most of my friends are coming back in on this live stream. Okay. Now I'm going to, while you guys come back in, I have to fix a few things for this live. Why is it not showing on here? Here it is. Okay. Okay. Legit cannot believe I just did that in my last stream. Sorry about that, you guys. Give me a few seconds to get this one all set up the way I need it. What a dote. Oh, now this one's unlisted, so I'm talking to nobody. Okay, all right. Okay. Hello, hello. I'm really hoping you guys are going to be able to find me and everything's good. So let me go back here. Shareable link. I'm going to go pop this into Facebook. Nope, not the right Facebook group. Holy Moses. Okay. What the? Why is my @everyone disabled? Oh, that sucks. Okay, I know what I'll do. Can I highlight this? All right, whatever. Hopefully everyone finds me. Let me go back here so I can see all your guys' comments. Lordy mercy. This is why we call it crafty chaos. Okay? If you've known me more than 5 minutes, thank you for the thumbs up, especially after having to go through what you just went through. And now my chat's not working. Like, why is there no chat? What is happening? Okay, there you all are. Okay. Holy Moses. Hello, Holly. Thanks for coming back. Tracy and Lillian and Ray. Hello, Denise. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Rosemary. Miss Deborah. Love you guys. Okay, love you guys for putting up with me and my ridiculous behavior. I am back. Thanks. Okay, we did it. Nope, that's not the correct. I'm trying to get everything relinked. I was all prepared, which I'm never prepared. But this is why you guys love me, right? Because I'm live on a wing and a prayer. Okay. So let me get into what I have to show you today. I have a haul from Concord and Ninth. All my Black Friday stuff still has not shown up. So thank you so much, Jennifer. So all my Black Friday stuff hasn't shown up, but I'm going to show you what I have got and talk about it a little bit. So I placed an order with Concord and Ninth over Black Friday, and they had some really awesome deals going, and I'm blown away at the free gifts that I received. So I've got to show those to you guys. Oh, good. You got your Honeybee, Ray. I actually didn't order anything from Honeybee because I order from them all the time. So like regular, and it's other companies I don't order from as often. So anyway, I got my Trinity stamps, but I can't show you that because there's some gifts in that for some folks. And so can't show you that one. It was a very small order, but I had to get a couple of favorites of mine to give to a person. And then I placed an order with Concord and Ninth and with Glassboard Studio. So I am now an affiliate with Glassboard Studio. If you're interested in getting a glass board, that's what this is here, that's reflective, and I can't figure out how to not make it reflective, but we're not going to worry about it because yay. And I did receive separately in a separate order, this was the free gift from Glassboard Studio for Black Friday, and I got it and I'm like, what in the world is this? But it's magnetic, it sticks to the thing. And I was like, well, I guess I can just put my little die cuts or embellishments, but check this out. So there's a little rim on the glass board where it's raised up. If you put this tray up against it, it acts as like a catch-all. And I don't really have a way to show you because I can't move the camera or the board, but this butts up to it and kind of scoops underneath. And then you can like push stuff off into it. Isn't that cool? So like if you have sequins, for example, and you dump them out on your glass board, then you could just move them off and sweep them into this. And then this edge allows you to like pour them back into the container. Isn't that cool? So anyway, I just thought this was the free gift. I didn't order this. They gave me this for ordering on Black Friday. So I got that. And then I got the magnets. This is the part I've been the most excited about, is the magnets. So the glass board itself is not magnetic. It's got a sheet of metal underneath it, and these are the magnets. So then they stick. So you've seen me lots of times when I'm crafting, like I need to put weight on something or I need to hold something in place. So that's what these are for. I'm sure I'll end up buying more, but I got pink and white because I thought that they would go nicely with my gray board. And they're awesome. So I'm sure we'll use them today. So they're just kind of like off to the side on my glass board. I did get a 24 by 36 glass board. It's really big. You probably would not need one this big if you, hold on, I got to deal with my dog. What is the problem, baby? Come on, you can get up here. Go, come on. There you go. Lay down and take a nap. Okay. Just like a kid, you know, they wait until you get on the phone to start in. So, anyways, you would not need one this big. Most likely. I got one this big because when I'm filming for you guys, I have a lot going on around me. And so I felt like it would be beneficial. Okay, I need those for my table, stove, counters, and all around my craft room. I know, like you need everything to be magnetic. So let me show you. I separated this into two piles because I wanted to explain all of it. So this is what I actually purchased. Paid money for. I got the sending, all of this is linked in my product description below the video and in the chat, but I got the sending trio stamps. So this is 3 different types of big sending, and then there's all these little sentiments. Of course, Christina Werner, come on, Christina, with all your cute stuff. I need to move down some. So you put sending, and then there's like sending strength, sending love and joy, comfort, holiday cheer, birthday wishes, happy thoughts, grit and courage, get well wishes, sunshine, warm wishes, sympathy, peace, prayers, resilience, smiles, thanks, love and light, love and hugs, and congratulations. Literally covers like all the things you can think of, right? And then there's dies. So I really loved this set, and I'm excited to try to use this one. I kind of went through my stash of cards and my stash of stamps before I placed an order to see if I could fill some holes, because there's definitely a handful of things I could use. So I'll talk about that more in a minute. This is one of the things I could use. So I guess apparently I'm old and in the stage of life where all these young people are having babies. So you guys know my niece Ashley. We prayed for her. She's had 2 babies in a year, basically. And she's not pregnant. Nobody panic. But another friend of ours' son and his girlfriend are expecting their first baby. And so I was like, okay, it's just time for me to bite the bullet and get some. I cannot tell you, like, for years, I would see like baby stuff in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. I would see like baby this, baby that. And I'm like, I don't need any of that stuff, because all of my friends were past having babies. We were raising them, and nobody that we knew were having grandkids. Well, we've now entered that era of like, I saw this funny thing on Instagram the other day that said, I'm officially the age where some of my friends could be having babies and some of my friends are having grandbabies. And that's so true, because I'm 44. So I'm definitely at that stage of life where things could, both can happen. So I grabbed this. This is Christina Werner by it's, what am I calling this? I'm calling it Christina Werner with Concord and Ninth. That's what it's called. So it's the little star stamp set. It says, oh, baby, baby, and welcome. And then the littler sentiments say, showering you with love, welcome, little star, a sweet little dream come true. Congratulations on your baby girl. Congratulations on your baby boy. So happy for you. Oh, baby, and welcome. And then there's little stars. There's dies. Cuts this little onesie. And then there's also this little star stencil set. And here's the back. I wanted to show you. The reason, normally I don't think I would have even gotten the stencil set, but I got it because I was like, this could totally be used for stuff other than baby. This could be birthday, whatever, congratulations. It doesn't just have to be baby. So I thought it was cute. Oh my gosh, you got this set, Tracy. That's funny. So there's that. Okay, these items are Concord and Ninth, not Christina Werner's. So I saw Jennifer McGuire using this and got influenced. Annoying, but true. Not annoying that she's annoying, but just, you know what I'm saying. Same thing happens when you watch me. Don't you get annoyed with me? You're like, now I have to have that. Will I use this that much? I don't know, but the cards she made with it were gorgeous. And I was like, well, I've got to have that. And I don't have very much Valentine stuff. And then kind of low on birthday item-y stuff. But the reason I got this one, it's Let It Shine, is it's got Happy Hanukkah, Merry and Bright, Happy Birthday, Celebrate, and Happy Holidays. I'm really leaning into versatile sets right now. And this is cool. This cuts these and then like little dots coming out from it. And the idea is to stitch with like a thread. I probably won't do that. Didn't buy the thread, but I liked the set. So Let It Shine stamp set and the dies. This is an oldie. This is called Best Friend Vibes. So this is a nod to Taylor Swift. I'm not a Swiftie. The only song I know of hers is Shake It Off, if I'm being honest. I really don't. It's not because I have no opinion on Taylor Swift, good or bad. I thought this was really cute because it makes like the friendship bracelets and then you can stamp all the little letters. But I also thought it was cute for planner stuff. Like if I wanted to stamp in my planner. Although I realized later that this is all one big stamp. So you stamp the whole thing and then you die cut either the circles or the squares. Totally fine. You could still just glue them into your planner. Not a big deal. This one says, "You are such an incredible human. Everyone deserves a friend like you. Best friend vibes." So I don't know. This will probably be cute and fun to play with and make stuff with. Um, could probably make some cute birthday cards for younger folks that are into Taylor Swift. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. I got a big size pack of Aqua Sky cardstock because I love this color. And I got a big pack of powder cardstock because this color I seem to go through a lot. So those are the items that I purchased from Concord and Ninth. And then this is what I got for free. I was blown away. So first of all, if you use Jennifer McGuire's code, you got a free pack of cardstock. So check this out. This was the pack of cardstock that I received. Do not ask me to name all the colors. I cannot. But I mean, tons of cardstock. So that was, I'm pretty sure this piece is parsley. That was exciting. So I got this big pack of cardstock, which is great because I'll just file that away. I think this is dragon fruit too. And I'll just put that in my little thingy, majiggers, my folders. And then I got a whole pack of Midnight, which I love and use regularly. So that was awesome. And then a whole pack of Stardust. So, I mean, this was part of the grab bag. So if you spent a certain amount, you got a grab bag. So these two items I got, and then I got this whole thing. And I was like, oh, they probably gave me a bunch of like retired product that you can't purchase anymore. Nope. All brand new products that you can still purchase. I went and looked and I linked to it because I was like, holy crap. I was shocked. So I got those two. And then I got this, which I'll probably never use because this one, I don't really know how to use this. Our Love Story stamps. I'm not sure. I'll have to go look at some ideas. Maybe it's something I'll use. It does say Christina Werner. Oh, it's a Christina Werner set. So I'll have to go look at her samples. I'm sure it's wonderful, but I just am like, I don't know how I will use that. This one, I about flipped my lid over because I remember when they came out with this and I was like, oh, I kind of want that because it reminded me of my grandma, but I never bought it. So this is the Kitchen Classic stamp set, and look at the bowls it makes. Y'all, it makes your bowls from back in the days. Aren't those freaking cute? I love this. So it's these dies are only $20. Like if you didn't want the stamp set, you could just do the dies. But it says, no one stacks up to you. You're amazing. Thanks for everything. You did it. Woo, woo, hoo, or woo. Congrats. I can hardly contain my excitement. And then there's like a bunch of decorative stamps. I thought these were adorable. I love them. I love them so much. So, so cute. So like you would stamp this on the big bowl, medium bowl, small bowl. This one here. So cute. So I'm probably going to use this today, actually. Oh, Tracy's mom still has them. That's so cool. Oh, you still have them too, Miss Deborah? I wish I have one Corningware square. It's not really a bowl because it's square, like dish, deep dish from my grandmother that has the old school Corningware. Okay, and then I got this one, perfectly tied stamp set. And this is, you're so lovely. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hooray. Have a beautiful day. And then it's like dies to cut out bows, but they didn't include the stencils. So there's stencils with this, and these dies I feel like don't really work without the stencils. So I'm going to have to place an order to get the stencils. I'm totally fine with that because all of this was free. Like, that is crazy town. I can't believe. And then these little enamel dots, black and yellow, buttercup and black. So, you know, okay, Concord and Ninth, hitting it out of the park with your free gifts. Like, can you even believe all this stuff? It's crazy, right? So let me put away, or not going to put it away, but I'm going to set it aside, the cardstock, because I can put that away later. Oh, this needs to be. I've got a lot of organizing to do with my cardstock, you guys. It's a little bit shameful. Amazing free gifts. Yes, Holly, amazing. Okay, so there's all of that stuff. I don't think I have anything else to show you that's like new product. So let's make something. So I went through, let me show you how my cards are organized. I'm going to show you really quick. Let me go grab it. Organizing this way makes it really easy to tell like what you need as far as cards go. So many moons ago, Stampin' Up! Came out with these thingies, and I've kept them all these years, and they're just dividers for different types of cards. I put it all in this box because look at how cute is this, and it blows out. I really need to give this to somebody. I've hoarded it. Anyway, I digress. So this is like, could be sympathy. Okay. Look at how cute this is. This is from Trinity Stamps. And this is also light up. This calls for a toast. Isn't that cute? I really have made some cute things, people. Okay, so that's congratulations. I went through here and I looked, and I've had this situation come up multiple times where I have needed to give a card and I don't have one. So I have several of these like little kid birthday cards, but I don't really have a bunch of little kids in my life to give birthday. Oh, I'm too far up to give birthday cards to. Uh-oh, is my internet glitching? These are very, very cute, but like I just don't have a bunch of little kids. Anyways, I'm trying to remember who had the dinosaur stuff. I think it was Pajama Crafter Stamps. Anyway, okay. So got these little tags. I need some like grown-up birthday cards. Look at how cute this is. And I need thank you cards. I have almost none. See, here we have another little kid birthday card. I have this that is just nothing. Like it's just a blank. Shouldn't really be in there. This one is not cute. My friend Kelly illustrated that. Kelly Taylor. Honeybee. Honeybee. Is this fun to look through my old cards? Some old cards I have. So what I really need to do, look at this one. Oh, it's a fake shaker. It's a faux shaker. This is Honeybee also. What I need to do is go through all of my cards, decide what I'm going to keep. This is cute. This is a good little boy one. But again, I don't have a little boy to give it to. So, you know. I mean, I do. There is one little boy in our life, but I don't think he's into the Avengers. So, look how cute. Doggone it, I missed your birthday. This is from Honeybee. Cute. So I need to go through all of these I don't like this card at all. I'm just going to toss it. It's hideous. I love this card. So incredibly proud. Love this one. But again, I don't really have I guess I could put it under congrats, but I don't super have a category for that. And then I've got all these blank cards up here in the front that I've need a sentiment. This is from Spellbinders. These all just need sentiments. There's some envelopes in here. Those don't belong in here. Well, this is turning into an organization session versus card making, apparently. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, this one. Life is better with a horse. I don't love this card. I don't think I'd ever give it to anybody because I just don't like how it turned out. It's okay, but it's not my best work. I'm setting it aside. This is really cute, but again, very specific. Not 100% sure. I guess I could give it for a birthday card. I don't know. A little Halloween treat box that can go somewhere else. This one's cute. You fill my life with sunshine. And then it's got the pop-up gift card. So this could be I don't know, a thank you, a birthday. Okay, guys, am I working? Sorry for all the bumping around. It was weird. I had to push something on my... Okay, it should be coming back for everybody. You may have to go in and go back out. I mean, go out and come back in. Are we good? Okay, yay, I'm back. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, good. Okay, so back to our card review. That's what we're calling this. Look at this box I made. I made this many moons ago. I absolutely love it. I've never given it to anybody. I think it's so beautiful. This was my Stampin' Up! Days, but I just love it. I feel like it's a good would be a good wedding gift box. Ooh, I do have somebody that's got a wedding next year. So maybe. Anyway, it can go somewhere else though. It doesn't need to be in here. Okay, back to what we're looking at. Okay, there's this card. This is a thank you card that's cute, right? I actually made this for the Turner Syndrome auction, and then they never had the auction. So I've had it for a long time. So I'll put that in my little thank you pile. Then I've got all these Easter cards that I made for a class. And I don't send Easter cards. You are our favorite human. I don't know who I would send this to. The only people that are my favorite humans are my kid and my husband. So I think I'm going to put them. I love this. I hit the jackpot with you. I love this card. Again, this would be for my husband. So it's kind of going to go in the uncategorized. And then this one, lucky to have you. And then sending you a warm springtime hello. I made this at Honeybee during the retreat. And then this one's pretty. Feel better soon. I'm going to throw that envelope away. So it's just a get well card. I don't have a get well card category, so I guess I'll just put it under just because. And then this one, sending happy thoughts your way with hamsters. This is a Honeybee set I think it's adorable. I just don't, I can't think of a grown person that I would send this to. I do like the idea of oh, it could be from the dog. That's cute. Oh God, now we don't have sound. I think we have sound. Can one of you guys write a message to Lori and say maybe she needs to refresh, like go out and come back in? There has been some weird sound thing that has happened with YouTube. And then I've got this one. I think this is pretty. Thinking of you. Okay, so that could be a just because for sure. Put this here. Okay. Anyway, so there's our handful of cards that I'm not sure what to do with. This is actually much better. Good job, guys. Look at us. We did things. Okay, now we can make a card. The drawer I have full of handmade cards that have never seen the light of day to go anywhere is insanity. What I need to do is have Miss Deborah come over and spend the day with me. And we need to go through all my cards and package them so that I can like sell them or something, like at a crafty situation somewhere. Or just give them to somebody. I don't know. Okay. So all of that was to say, we need thank you cards. We need grown-up people birthday cards. And that's kind of what I focused on when I was purchasing stamps, is I was trying to go for stuff that like I could make those kinds of things with. So let's grab, what do you guys want me to use? Look, I'll do a poll. So there's this one, this one, this one. These are the ones I'm willing to try today. So let me put up a poll. Oh, you did, Rosemary? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I know I still have your Christmas gift too, Miss Deborah. We really need to get together. I told you got to text me when you're available. Okay. I'm putting up a poll so you guys can vote. Or all right, there it is. Vote, 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 vote. Which one should we start with? While you guys are voting, Jen said every time I go to my space, I think she's referring to her craft room or craft space, I forget everything and start organizing. Yeah, I know. I've got a lot to do in here that needs to be organized. It's kind of in shambles. But, you know, then I start crafting or I'm just not in the mood or whatever. So let me tell you what I've got going on. I have a couple things happening. One, while you guys are still voting, I've only had I've only had 9 people vote and there's 23 watching. So I'm waiting for you guys to cast your votes. So 2 things. One is I'm closing out my corporation for my business. So when I had my business, I'm going to straighten up my camera because it's bugging me. When I was doing this for a business, for those of you who might be new and don't even know that I ever did this for a business, is that making it better or worse? That's better. Okay. I had a S corp, a small corporation, because of taxes, and I have like until the end of the year to dissolve my corporation because I will not be I'm not doing this as a business anymore. So before we went live, I spent an hour and a half working on, I had to open a new bank account. I had already done that, but I have to update like all the companies I receive money from. I had to update bank accounts. I had to create a new PayPal. I've had to, like, there's all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a fiasco, and I've waited till the last minute, and like usual. So now I'm really stressed about it, and I don't really even know how to dissolve it. Probably should hire an attorney. It's just a whole thing. So I've got that going on. Pray for me. And then I did Christmas baking before I came in here. I made fudge for the first time, you guys. Okay, it looks like you guys want me to use Kitchen Classic. So that's what we're going to go with for now. I think I'm going to start. I'm trying to decide if I want to die cut these in colors or plain. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to die cut them I have an idea. Okay. So we're going to just keep chitter chatting while we do the things. Let me grab out all my Concord and Ninth cardstock. And then as we're going through it, I can put some away, huh? That would be awesome. Okay. Let me find the right color for the bowls that I want. Oh yeah, baby. Avocado. We're going to do some in avocado. Okay. So I've never made fudge, and I know there's lots of recipes for fudge. You can make fudge very simple with just a couple of ingredients, but I wanted to make fudge like with a little bit more complicated is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say it like complicated, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like I wanted to make fudge that was like with all the ingredients and not like the shortcut. So anyway, I did it. I made it. It's in my fridge. It's setting up. I'm excited about that. I also made this thing called, this recipe called Christmas crack. And I remember my grandma making it. And so here's the colors I'm going to use. We're going to use avocado, sorbet, and stardust. Let me measure these really quick. Hold on. I want to make sure I cut a large enough piece of cardstock. Little over 3 inches. Okay. All right. So, my grandma used to make really good fudge, and I was watching Acre Homestead and on YouTube, which I love, and she made like 5 different fudges, and she was sharing that her husband's grandmother she passed away, and she used to make fudge, and the family loved it, and nobody was sure about the recipe. Anyway, she ended up having the recipe but couldn't really understand the like writing or the ingredients. So she found the recipe online that was the grandma's fudge recipe. And they did a taste test. They tasted all of these different fudges, and they did a taste test. And so this fudge, my Lord, sorry about that. Let me look out the window, make sure that I'm not under attack. Hold on. No. I don't know what they're barking about. I don't see anybody. Maybe somebody just walked by. The dogs are losing their ever-loving minds. So she tried all these different fudges. She did some really, really simple recipes and some more complex recipes. And the grandmas, they did a blind taste test. So the husband didn't know which one was his grandma's fudge, and he picked it. He picked his grandma's. He's like, oh, this is my grandma's fudge. Isn't that sweet? So I made it. Haven't tasted it yet, but I made it. So I'm pretty stoked about trying that. Isn't this the perfect color for these bowls? Do you guys remember these bowls being this color? Because they were. I remember the white kind with the blue, the green, the yellows. Look, I did it. I made them all fit. I didn't think I was going to be able to. Diane, you're right. I could totally do bowls and a cooking mess on the front and then make a cake on the inside. That is a fantastic idea. I'm not sure I have the energy for that, sister. We'll see. We'll see what comes of all of these shenanigans. For now, I'm going to focus on cutting out the bowls. So anyway, yeah. You can Google the recipe. Fannie Mae fudge is what it's called, if you want to look it up. It wasn't that hard. It does require quite a few ingredients. I will say that. I had to use semi-sweet chocolate, milk chocolate, unsweetened chocolate, marshmallows, vanilla. Diane said, I have been making the same nutcracker card all day. Oh, I hear ya. My brother cleans out bank-owned homes and always finds these bowls. Oh my God. I hope he's keeping them and selling them. Do you know if you go into like antique stores, these bowls cost an arm and a freaking leg? No joke. Like they're valuable now. So if he doesn't already know that, you should tell him. Or don't tell him and be like, I'll take all those bowls and then you can sell them, Jen. They really are worth money. I just sincerely hope he knows that. Like people are paying lots of money for like the old school bowls and Corningware and all of that. Okay. You had white with the blue, Jerry? Yeah, my grandma did too. They're worth money. Okay. All right. I'm also going to like die cut a set of these, I think. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like these ones, let me see. I need to just die cut in white cardstock. Well, hello, ma'am. Thanks for coming back in here. You disrupted everybody, in case you're wondering, with your barking. You made everybody feel very nervous. By everybody, I mean me, wondering who was attacking our house. The answer is no one. Because you're crazy. Yes, I do remember the Tupperware canisters. I know, isn't this nostalgic? So fun. Okay, so these ones I did in white because, oops, they remind me more of, these are more like the Corningware, like in the stove containers. And those I remember being white and blue. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna stamp. I'm gonna white heat emboss. Where's my embossing powder? Here it is. White embossing powder. And this guy, what is this? The Hero Arts white detail. I don't know what's in this then. This is Brutus Monroe. Is this alabaster? Yes, this. Let's use alabaster from Brutus Monroe. Reason being is because that's Christina Werner's favorite white embossing powder. And I've never used it. It's still in the container. So never been used. So I want to try it. She swears by it, says it's her very favorite. Oh, Rosemary, my favorite white cardstock is Nina's Solar White Classic Crest, 110 pound. However, it's getting to where you can't find it. So I don't know what that's about. So I have heard, look at my magnet. Okay. I have heard that, oh, you know what? I'm going to use JK. Let me grab my Misty. I was so excited to use the magnet, but I'm going to actually do it this way. Check this out. It's going to be fabulous. So I'm going to put this guy here, lined up. This guy here, lined up. Sorry, my head's in the way, but... And then we'll do this one here, lined up. I'm going to see if this is going to work. I don't know if it'll work. We're going to try. Okay. What was I talking about? My favorite cardstock. So I like the Nina Classic Crest Solar White that is what do you call it? There's a word. Like not super thick, but dun, dun, dun. Oops, this is the wrong one. 110 pound. That's my favorite, but it's pricey. So I use the 80 pound for like die cutting and stuff, and I use the 110 pound for my card bases. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. You're trying to wean yourself away from another vendor. Well, I'm just going to tell you that Concord and Nina Solar White is fantastic. I also like the hammer mill with the chameleon on the front. That's also nice. This is Honeybee White Pigment Ink. I'm going to stamp that again. This is a mess right here. I can see I've gotten too much ink. I'm not sure what's happening there. What in the world am I doing wrong here? This thing is crazy inky. I'm just going to leave it. Okay. All right. I'm not super thrilled with how these are stamping. I don't know why some of them are stamping weird. Maybe because I'm stamping on solid cardstock? I always stamp on solid cardstock. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't rough up the paper? I mean the stamp? I don't know. Okay, let's just... It's actually okay if it's not perfect, because you know how it like fades and chips off because they're old? Oh, that's actually perfect. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for a second because I don't want this ink to dry. Before I get a chance to put the embossing powder on. Yeah, those turned out great. Okay, let's heat set them. Sorry to do heat embossing while we're on live, but gotta do it. I'm gonna let it. Do I have a link? Of course I have a link. Let me add it while I'm waiting for my heat tool to warm up. Okay, it's added. So if you go to the link, I'll put it in the chat one more time. There you go. All right, I'm gonna heat set this. Look how cute. I gotta do all three. Just give me just a second. Gosh darn, those are cute. The bowl set is from Concord and Ninth. It is linked in the supply list that I provided in the chat and below the video. Okay, we're going to do the rest of these because those turned out freaking adorable. So let me clean these real quick. They're probably going to stamp nicer now too because now they've been stamped. But I want a nice clean start. Okay. Make sure they're dry. And then we're going to do the big boy first. And this little feller, I think was like right here. I kind of remembered what lines I put it on, kind of. We'll see how closely I've lined it up. Hey, that ain't bad, if I do say so. Get these out of the way. Okay, we're not done with these bowls either. We're just getting the first step Done. We got some more stuff to do. Ooh, I forgot a very important thing. The powder tool. Got to put that on there. Okay, stamping in Honeybee White. I'm going to stamp one more time. Man, I don't know. There, that's better. Okay. Okay, so there's the first one. I'm trying to get the embossing powder on all of these first, like I did the last set. So the weather has been saying that it's supposed to like rain and rain and rain here. Hi, Patty. Cute. So anyway, it says that it's just gonna rain and rain and rain. Like we were supposed to get like 9 inches of rain or something. We're supposed to have like an atmospheric river. We've gotten like no rain. It's been very weird. So it's just been annoyingly gray, cloudy skies, which, you know, is the thing I hate. And no rain. I can tolerate the gray, cloudy skies if there's rain. But when you're just going to be ugly, come on. If you're going to be ugly with a purpose, fine. But if you're just going to be ugly, no. I want my sunshine back. Get out of here. I bet we've only had like 2 days of sunshine since the beginning of November. It's been horrible. I don't pay California taxes for this weather. You know what I'm saying? Like I expect some Mother Nature to behave herself when I'm out here in these streets paying these kinds of taxes. She's showing up acting ridiculous. Okay. This goes here. And then this one goes here. Then I got to double check myself. All right. So do you see by using the Misty? Hi, Marilyn. Marilyn's my Instagram buddy. By using the Misty, how much faster this has gone? Could you imagine if I was doing this like one bowl at a time? So it really speeds up your process when you use a stamping tool, which is fantastic. So yesterday, my daughter's boyfriend spent the whole day at our house and then went to our friend Christmas party that we go to every year. Everybody liked him. Nice kid. You know, we've talked about this. And today she's spending the whole day with his family at his house. And I am freaking out, people. Freaking out. I don't want my little girl to grow up and have a boy. I mean, I do. I want that for her, but you know what I mean. It's a hard year, people. My kiddo's graduating next year in June. And now she has this boy. Yes, young love. And they're spending all this time together. And I'm like, but I keep saying to her, are you sure you're not tired of each other? Like, there's a lot of time. Is that normal? She has found a very sweet boy. He's very good. He's a very sweet kid. Couldn't ask for better. But is that like, I forget what it's like. I'm going to be really honest. And I haven't had a teenager that's really been serious about dating. So is this what it's like? They just want to be with each other all the time. No, she won't choose a college till March, Miss Deborah. 3-month honeymoon period. Got it, Diane. Thank you. This is happening for 3 months. I love it. I love the detail. She's just never shown this much interest in a boy. And oh, I'm very happy about that, Tracy. I'm very happy. This embossing powder is the bomb. Let me add it. Brutus Monroe. Let me add it to the list. Old Brutus. Alabaster is the name of it. It's fantastic. Now I see why she likes it so much. It is melting beautifully. And it is really bright white. I have definitely had the experience. Okay, so Stampin' Up, now I can talk crap because I'm not with Stampin' Up anymore. So when I have a moment where I'm like, yep, that was a thing, I can say it out loud. So Stampin' Up had embossing powder that was white, and it was not white. It was like yellowy, and I hated it. And I had to pretend to like it, because couldn't say bad things. It was more like a vanilla than white. This is like bright white. It's beautiful. Crap. I got a bunch of. Well, it's too late now. I already hit the heat tool on it. So this is what happens when you're yakking and not paying attention to what you're doing. I had some excess embossing powder right here that I didn't notice. And I could have brushed that away before I started embossing. Do you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it is vintage Pyrex bowls. That's exactly what it is, Marilyn. From C9, Concord and Ninth. We're going to make some cards. Just hang tight, everybody. Oh, nice. That's great news, Crafty Tracy, that they're using WOW embossing powder. Much better. Much better product. WOW embossing powder is fantastic. Okay. All right. There's all of our bowls. And then, ouch. I don't know that I'm going to make anything with these other ones that are like the Corningware. But I am just going to do a quick stamp to see what it looks like. Beautiful. Okay. Now I can see why that's Christina's fave. For sure. Let me clean this up. I'm going to put these back really quick so we don't forget and we don't end up with lost stamps. Tell me how I know. Tell me how I know. I think this is going to be too big. Maybe it's meant for the bigger bowls, but yeah, this is going to be too big, I think. Oh, I wanted to put it on this one because this is going to remind me of my grandma's. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to stamp this one just for funsies. I don't know if I'll do anything with it. It's got to be the right blue. So let me see if I can find the right blue. Oh, I'm trying to think in my brain. I feel like it would be closest to blueberry. Let me pull a few. You guys decide. That's Hero Arts. What are these colors? I need to label these. Ooh, this might work. I've got this Pink Fresh. Okay, which one? We've got Pink Fresh Sapphire, Hero Hues Deep Ocean, or Concord and Ninth Blueberry. Should I put up a poll for you guys to vote? Which one looks the most like the Corningware color? These are all the little pots with lids. And the dishes. So cute. I'll put them in here. Oh, Deep Ocean. All right, got it. Stay down there, you stink pot. Well, hello, Skeeter. Also, another good thing about the boyfriend, he likes dogs. Has dogs, likes dogs. He's nice to my dogs. So that's a huge win to me. There it is. It does look like it, doesn't it? Good pick, guys. Isn't that cute? Freaking cute. Okay. I just wanted to stamp it for fun, but we're going to do that. We're going to play with the other stuff. I don't know if you guys know this, but good photopolymer stamps will stain and good inks will stain them. Did you know that? It's very interesting. You just have to deal with the staining. I know a lot of people don't like it, but just saying. That's how you know it's high quality products. Let's see. Blueberry. Let's put a Pink Fresh. And Deep Ocean. Okay. Wendy, I meant to say I'm winging myself away from a company. Oh, okay. All right. Now, what am I doing next? I don't know. Okay, so we have options. We could mix and match. And we could make 3 cards this way. What do we feel about the mix and match? Or we could go monochromatic, which means all the same color. Renelle, you would have to email it to me. And I've got to go search for some products right now to use because I have an idea in my head on what I'm going to do, but I need to grab some supplies to make it happen. So give me a second. Dun, 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 dun. Give me a second, guys. I'm hunting. I'm on the hunt. On the prowl. I think I might want to use these. Maybe these. This could be cute. I'm getting sleepy. I have to come up with something for dinner. How much does that suck? Do you guys ever just get sick and tired of figuring out what to do for dinner? This might work. There are times that I'm just like, everybody can just starve for all I care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have my moments where I'm just like, come on. I don't want to make dinner. I don't know what to cook. I don't know what to make. I've got leftover chuck roast. Marilyn, all the time. You like the mix and match. Oh, yeah. It's wendy.cranford@live.com. Renelle. Okay. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, here's my idea. I pulled 3 embossing folders. I'm going to use all 3. We're going to do each the same but different. And I pulled this from Pink Fresh Studio. This is the dotted frames. So we're going to use this for one. Look how cute. Look how freaking cute is that. And then we're going to use, I think, this guy. Is that going to be too small? I think it's too small. Poo-poo. We might use the dotted frames for all 3 because this one is going to be too big. I want it a little tighter, I think. Because I think this is like an A2 size. Okay. Let's get busy. Let's not overthink things and let's get busy. We don't have all day. Right? Okay. I'm going to move those guys out of the way. We'll come back to them. Oh my gosh. That's horrible, Diane. What a stinker. Okay, Miss Deborah, you're showing off. Jerry's got a bowl of cereal. Diane's had a can of sardines and her dog ate. And Miss Deborah's coming in with, we're having chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans. I'm coming to your house for dinner. What the heck, yo? I love sardines. I know a lot of people don't like sardines, but I love sardines. Sardines with saltine crackers. I can make a meal out of that. Okay. Do I want to die cut first and then emboss, or do I want to emboss and then die cut? Email address is Wendy, Wendy, .cranford, CRANFORD, at live.com. I know you hate cooking, Miss Deborah. I was actually wondering if maybe Tom helped cook that meal. Okay, this embossing folder, let's emboss them all first, is from Spellbinders. Die cut first so that it doesn't get, okay. You're right. You're right. You caught me. Chicken and rice soup sounds good. I'm going to bake some more tonight, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Isn't that cute? You know what? We could go really fancy. Because this has like an inside cutout. So look, we could go really fancy. Check this out. Let's see. Well, let's see before we make a commitment. Let's see. Okay. So look, it goes like this. So if I ink blended this background piece to match one of the bowls, and this was on top, that could be really pretty. And then we emboss this piece. Do you think the embossing will be too much for these little bitty points though? Let's try one. See what happens. Let's do all the die cutting first. So this is a trick if you want a layer that you want to be in a color, but you don't want to use a whole big giant piece of cardstock. You can ink blend it, or you could use your Copic markers and color the edge. I've done that before, and it's a huge money saver. You stinker. There we go. Okay. One more. I have no idea why this one little corner is sticking all of a sudden in the die cutting. All right, so before we get too crazy here, let's try this out and see how it works before I start die cutting more pieces. So I'm going to use, this is my favorite. I love this embossing folder. So this has got like little hearts. It is so freaking cute. And it just reminds me of like an old school, like you could totally have it be like an old school wallpaper vibe, you know? Okay. Let me grab my machine. I think this is like the only thing I have left from Stampin' Up is this machine, because I still need it for my 3D embossing. Okay. It embossed just fine. So let's do one card like this and the other's not. Just because I want to try to, oh, I still need these though. Okay, so there's one card. And then we need this die cut. We're going to run this guy through. Good night, Miss Deborah. Love ya. Oh, fiddle dee dee. Oh, yeah, I did it upside down. Okay, there's that one. And then we have this sweet little one here that's like flowers that kind of match the bowls, actually. Hunter is her cat, in case anybody's wondering who Hunter is. She is very diligent in the way she takes care of her kitty. That's how Miss Deborah is about everything, though. She's diligent and thorough and consistent. She's just one of those people that you love to death for all her awesomeness. Okay, I need a drink of water. Give me a second. I swallowed wrong. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I need a card base. I already have one cut and scored. So Rosemary, you were asking earlier about my cardstock. This is the 110 pound. Listen, it's really thick. Yeah, I'm fine. I just swallowed wrong. So this is my favorite to make card bases out of, because it just makes them feel more, I don't know, like a higher level of craftsmanship or something. Just makes them feel fancier. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to, for this one, we're going to grab some ink. Let's see. Concord and Night. I'm going to use avocado. Grab my matte. And let's see. I'm going to grab. Oh, crap. That was crazy. What just happened? One of my blending brushes just came apart. That was insane. Huh. Weird. Is this my... Okay, this is my dark. So I'm going to go around the edges here. This is what I love about these blending brushes. These are blending brushes from Trinity stamps, they pick up a ton of ink. And you don't have to blend over and over and over and over to get nice saturation. It's just nice and dark right from the start. Isn't that nice? I don't anymore, Renelle. Stampin' Up! Cardstock used to be 65 pounds. 65-pound weight. I don't know what it is now. I do know that they had white cardstock that was 80 pound, but like their standard color cardstock was 65. It's 100-pound weight now, Rosemary? Really? Are you talking about just their white cardstock? Because I know they got like the Whisper White Thick. Actually, I think I still have some Whisper White. Hold on, let me look. Oh no, this is Nina and Hammermill. Yeah, never mind. Just kidding. Oh, I think she's talking about just the white cardstock, not the color. Because the color cardstock, I doubt is that heavy. Look how pretty that is. Okay. I'm going to use my Altenew foam tape. Because I want to pop up this whole panel. So my kiddo is out gallivanting around. My hubby is out gallivanting around. I'm home by myself. Okay, something new that's happening. We are getting a security system installed. Never thought I'd say that. Never in a million years did I think I would say that. Okay, the heavy is 100. We're doing cameras, a keypad, and sensors at the doors. They're still here. Truby, Dixie, and Skeeter are here, but I have not talked about this very much, and I'm not going to talk about it very much for lots of reasons. But we have a casino going in next to us, and it's like I can see it from my house. I'm just going to reserve my comments because this is public. But what I'm going to say is I'm really concerned about the crime in our area. Do any of you live near a casino? Or like has one gone in near you? I thought that was the case, Rosemary. Not that you lied, but okay. Yeah, it's 80 pounds. That's what I thought. Okay. I forgot what we were going to do to these. Gosh, I'm a silly Billy. Okay, let me grab this. We got to darken these up. Lovely. I just stuck my whole hand into that ink pad. Hold on. Try to get this off a little bit so I don't mess up my card. Okay. Now I want to use like a honeybee blending brush that's going to be like lighter. And we're going to add some dimension, maybe, with ink blending a little bit on the edges here. And this is just going to like make these look that much more amazing. It's going to, you know, deepen it, give it more interest and character, and just steps it up. And we're only going to do the edges. Okay. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that's what's happening in my neck of the woods. And so look, see where I embossed and it turned green. I'm just going to take my microfiber cloth. I get these in a big pack from Amazon, and I'm just going to rub right over the top, and it takes it right off. Perfect. So before I switch colors, I'm actually just going to go through and do all of my green ones. Move that out of the way. I just want to show you the difference. Look at the difference. Can you see that difference there? Do you see how much more like finished and rich the one on the left looks versus the one on the right? It just steps your game up. And it's such a simple thing to do. You know, it's not a hard thing to do. Very simple. It elevates your project. Anyway, so that's a big thing that's happening is we've got this casino. It's opening in February, and I'm really scared and nervous about it because of the crime. So that's happening. And that's been a bummer. So we're waiting on our equipment. And then I think my hubby is going to give it a shot at installation. And if he's not able to, we'll hire somebody to install it. But I think he'll be able to. He's pretty handy. Okay, we need sorbet and we need stardust. That's star fruit. Stardust. There we go. Okay. All right. Stardust. All right. What do you all have left to do for Christmas? Baking, gift wrapping, gift shopping? Are you done with all your things? I'm done with my shopping. I'm done with my wrapping. I'm in the middle of my baking. And then I host on Christmas Eve. So my family all comes to my house on Christmas Eve, and my best friends, my two best friends, that that live in Sacramento, they come. And so we just, I'll be busy, busy, busy Christmas Eve morning getting ready for everybody to come over. So we'll see how all the things pan out. I don't know if baking cookies for church. That's lovely. My daughter's going to go to the New Year's Eve service at her church. I'm sure with the boyfriend and his family. I don't go to that church. I have been watching it online. I don't go to church. I love the Lord, but I have some struggles when it comes to church. I think just because I was involved in church when I was younger, and some of the people did some really icky things, and it like kind of soured me on the experience. And so I watch online and I do my own thing, but I feel really bad that I don't go with my daughter. But now that she's with this boyfriend and she goes, I feel like I shouldn't go. I feel like I can't go and cuz she sits with his whole family now. So now I feel like if I decided to go to church, I would almost like I would be intruding on her time or something. I don't know. She's been going to this church a long time. She's actually doing some of the daycare now in the little kid area. So that's kind of cool. I did a little bit of baking the other day, and I sent a little bit of it to our friend Mr. Allison, who lives down near us. He is the sweetest, and he sent us a gift card, a big gift card for grocery shopping, which was really, really kind. I make meals for him here and there. I used to do it weekly, but my life has gotten so busy I don't do it weekly anymore. But I think of him often and I make stuff for him, and so he every Christmas blesses us with a nice gift card to a lovely place to shop and that I wouldn't normally shop at. So that's what I have going. Finishing up cards for coworkers, just cooking Christmas morning. I decided I wasn't going to do cards for my coworkers. Is that wretched? I don't know. I don't know. I just decided I didn't want to. It's a lot of people, and I don't have a Sprouts, but I have a Nugget Market, which is fancy, like a fancy place to get groceries. And that's not somewhere I would normally shop. But they have like all the artisan stuff, like artisan cheeses and meats and breads and all of that. Oh, wow. Same place for 20 years, Jerry. That's awesome. I haven't worked there for very long. There's a lot of people. And I originally was supposed to just be on this one team. And then now I feel like I'm on look at my little magnet to hold my stuff down. I just have to play with them. And I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? You guys know me. Yeah, I don't know. Coworkers. So when I started, this is what I was going to say. I was hired to be on this one specific team. And then now I'm on like 3 different teams. I have essentially 2 supervisors. And it just, so now it'd be like I'd be making a lot of stuff. And I just don't want to spend the time making cards for people to throw in the garbage, if I'm being honest, because they won't have any freaking clue what goes into this. So, um, which is, I know why we are not supposed to make it with that intention. We're supposed to just make and give out of the love of our hearts and not worry about what happens after we give something. My mama taught me that, and I know that, but I still struggle with that, guys, especially when I've spent a bunch of time making something. I don't want someone to just throw it in the garbage. And I won't halfway it, you know? If I'm going to make them something, I'm going to make something really fabulous. And then it'll have taken a bunch of time, and I don't know. So now I'm picky. Oh, Jerry, the truth is coming out. 200 people at her work, but she only makes 16 cards. Those are your 16 favorite people, is what I'm hearing. Yep, you got it, Ray. I've not been there long enough to get close to anybody, is what it really boils down to. The lady I share an office with, yes, I really like her. And I definitely feel a connection with her. And then there's one other gal, not in my office, that I definitely feel connected to. But look at that. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to make them without the color rim. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Just kidding. Okay, so I need a piece of star fruit, star dust, not star fruit. A piece of stardust. And since I just got a big old giant pack of it, I don't feel bad about using a whole piece. So I'm going to cut this at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then I need a piece of sorbet. Also cut at 4 1/8. Thanks, Barbara. You know, it is an old SU color. You're right, Tracy. You know, Barbara, my honesty has gotten me in trouble a few times. Do you know that? I bet you can believe it. It sure has. Oh my gosh, that's funny, Rosemary. You went out looking for Christmas cards and it was too exhausting, so you made them. That's funny. I mean, here's the thing. You could just do super simple cards. Like I could just do a white piece of cardstock, a stamp, and call it a day. Like I do not have to like make super complicated cards for my coworkers, and I know that, but there's something in me that needs the approval of like, oh my God, this is amazing. You did such an amazing job. And I recognize that that's unhealthy. We don't need to talk about that. We're just we can agree that Wendy has work to do. Wendy has work to do on her mentality and mindsets about things. It's fine. We all have work to do, you know? if we're being honest. I love that, Ray. Baby poop is not your favorite. Yeah. Baby poop is not my favorite either. Although I feel like these colors, they're very vintage together, and I feel like they work well. Okay. I made card packs for my 2 bestie coworkers. That is as good as it got this year. I love it. I love that, Ray. Exceeds in integrity. That I totally believe that about you. I would say that about you. Okay. I just am having the best time with the little magnet. I just really am. Okay, let's get this put away for a minute and deal with this. 5 o'clock. I'm getting hungry. Yikes. Very, very hungry. Well, hello, Skeety Woo. It is an hour past their dinner time, and no one's home. So that is Skeeter's current issue with me, is that she hasn't been fed. Skeeter is, I see you. Yes, I'm saying your name. Yes, I am. I love you. Skeeter will let you know that she needs to be fed. She has no issue being like, excuse me, let me tell you, Skeeter has not come in here all day. She came in here an hour ago, which 4 o'clock is their dinner time. She came in 1 hour ago and put her head on my lap and was like, hey, yo, B, like, what's the haps on my meal? That is exactly what was going through her mind. Why have I not been fed? And she now just came back in. It's been an hour. It's now an hour past her dinner time. And she's going to start a protest, probably a violent one, very soon. Like, what is happening? You're sitting here talking to these people, ignoring me, and I have not been fed. So she is, she is not the one to like let a meal time pass. And I understand. I really do. Oh, I do use a lot of foam tape. Okay, here's why. I have reasons. Reason number 1 is I don't want my cards to fall apart. I have like a fear of that happening. Reason number 2 is I don't want, if this goes through the mail, I don't want like one area of it to like get smashed in. I use a lot of foam tape. You probably don't need to use so much foam tape as me, but I don't want any part of my card to fall apart or not look the way I want it to look when the person receiving it gets it. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's build. Oops. That was silly. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to go monochromatic. What kind of sentiments are we thinking here, people? Are we thinking thank yous? Are we thinking birthdays? Or are we thinking we'll leave them blank and use them as we need them? It is a personal thing, Debbie, for sure. Ray is right. It is a personal thing. Like, I have a friend who I call Firecracker, and she was a Stampin' Up! Demo. I don't know if she still is or not, but she would use like one dimensional in the middle of something. And I could not stand it. And she always made fun of me because I used so many. So, you know, to each their own, I suppose. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? That's cute. I don't know that I have that sentiment on anything. But I do think these are really pretty. They turned out great. I would love to know which one's your favorite. Let me get them all set down here. Which one is your favorite? This needs to be smushed. Oh, yeah, they would be good housewarming. You're right. Really cute, especially if you gave like a bowl, like a set of like mixing bowls or baking stuff. Could be a cute wedding card. Could be a cute bridal shower card if you were going to a bridal shower. Like it, you know, if it went with your gift. A meal train. Oh my God. Such a great way to use it. These two are your favorite, crafty Tracy. Okay. There are, let's talk about, first of all, let me put this away so it doesn't get messed up. Oh, Ray, God love you. You did not need to do that. You are so sweet. That's your first super chat, Ray. Ray just gave me a super chat. Okay. You are amazing. No one stacks up to you. I can hardly contain my excitement. So these are really cute. Thanks for everything. These are cute. I'm going to put them back in the bag. But also, like, you know, we could go with, look at, I could even use this one. Sending, probably this one. Sending, I don't know, what would you use? Sending sunshine? That would be cute. Get well wishes. It does kind of have a get well vibe. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Yeah, it's a great money saver to ink your backgrounds. This one is striking. I agree. It's a great money saver to ink. Oh, look, there's just a hello. This is a die. There's a die that's just a hello. How cute is that? I didn't even say that. I say that. I didn't even see that. You guys are so, you're so sweet, Ray. I love you. So good to me. Okay, here it is right here. The hello die. Oh, look at all these mix match different colors with the lids. Yep, it's a cute set. Really, really cute. Lots of possibilities. Yeah, I save my pennies now to buy crafty stuff because I used to get free stuff from all kinds of companies. Because I was working for companies, but now Honeybee is the only one that I get free stuff from. But it's really not free because I actually work for them. But yeah, anyway, super thankful for the super chat because it's helpful and it means a lot to me. So thank you. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. Ray, I need you to send me your address again because I've lost it. Email it to me if you have a chance. These dies are made by Concord and Ninth. There is a link in the chat and there's a link in the description of my YouTube video to all of the products that I used today. These bowls remind me of vintage Pyrex. Yeah, totally. This is what they look like. I think you just hopped on here, Paper City. Oh, thanks for the thumbs ups, Marilyn. I appreciate you. I really like this like gradient bowl set where they did it like, you know, what is that called? Ombre. Okay, we're gonna leave them blank because we can't decide on a sentiment. And we will, I don't know, make cards again soon. I'm gonna have a lot of time off this week and not a lot of things to do. So hopefully I'll be going live again. I have to work Tuesday, but the rest of the week I'm off. I am hosting Christmas Eve, but I'm hoping I'll be able to get in here and craft with you guys some more. I'm over making Christmas stuff. I just can't. I'm like done. So I'm starting to dig into my other fun things. You're welcome, Tracy. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks, you guys, for being here. And as always, putting up with me and being patient with all of my crafty chaos. Love you all. Talk to you again really soon. Oh, my goodness. There's my youth. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.